If I'm out in the middle of the yard, I can get one of my generators finally to work so I can power this up, and then I have air wherever I want. You know what I'm saying? So here she is in all her glory. Yeah. Ain't she a beauty? The sand has popped off. There's a problem. It says it pumped up to 160 pounds. I don't know. He started babbling on, the guy did, and so his scenario on what's going on where he's at. So like we all got something going on around us that we don't care for, and people. So he said it pumps up to 160 pounds, and it's in rougher shape, same color orange, but I don't know. There you go. 160. He said there was something wrong with the pop-off valve, but it looks like to me it just ran right up like it's supposed to, eh? Eh? Alright, there's my donor. Between the other one and this one, we're gonna make one nice shiny one. $35. $35 holler. What can I how could I go wrong, huh? I mean, I couldn't even get a cylinder. Cylinders were available. It was $100, $150 piston cylinder. So that's what she looks like. Both gauges work. It's been out in the sun so long that can't read them. Alright? You guys can tell me in the comments what do you think. Like I said, $35. The guy has other stuff too, but it was like, I think I had my camera then, but he just kind of leery. What did he say? When he say he moved in there 3 years ago, he had quite the. He was worked at Standish, which is in the middle of state, correction officer, and he has a nice. Really nice house, right back up to the National Forest. He said, I knew that he wasn't far from it. If I remember running the road south of that went east and west, I knew that when you go through there, the signs would say National Forest kind of thing. So I know he wasn't too far from it. And he was telling me about Michigan militia was just down the road, and the guy would be shooting his gun, and he felt that he heard some ricochet to the trees at his house. These guys, the people was his neighbors moved up from the city down around Detroit. They liked peace and quiet, which he didn't do much. It sounded like to me that they were jealous of that he was doing better than they were. I mean, he had a nice skidster when I was there. I was like, oh my gosh, a nice skidster. My son would have been, because it was a nice white one with enclosed with a nice plow on it. And so anyways, he was telling me about that, and he said he made a cannon, and so you'd shoot the cannon off towards them, you know, like they're firing at him and they're firing back, kind of thing. He was telling me some other stories, and he had a belt sander and a nice lathe and some other equipment in there that I was just kind of wanting to get that, and nice talking to him. He had some great stories. And he said, hey, how about another one? So I sat there listening, sitting outside my car, freezing my butt off. So, people and their stories, huh? I got stories to tell you. I got lots of stories to tell you, but I'm gonna wait a while on stories. I'm gonna wait on stories for a while. But, you know, whatever job I had, I could write a book. 10 chapter, maybe a 15 chapter book on the place, and we're still up here. All the stories, they're true facts. I mean, true facts. I mean, I couldn't back it up with anything because, you know, just couldn't. But anyways, I just wanted to show you that, you know. And I picked up this amp over here. It's, I don't know what to do with it, guys. You know, I don't know. What do you do with it? I mean, it was out to the garbage, you know. It's a Randall amp, you know what I'm saying? It was all there in piece. I got some other kind of thing that plugs into it too. It's all in one piece. Probably needs some work, or maybe the guy just doesn't use it anymore and he threw it out to the junk. I mean, I looked on the interwebs and they want like $150 is what they want for them on there, but I hate to see stuff go in landfill. You know, there's tons of it going there, man. Tons and tons of it. Stuff's just being people passing away, and the family sees it and they're like, we don't need it. They put it on marketplace and they want $1 million for it, $500,000 for it, and I have a hard time with his eyebrow. I suppose I got it fixed, but she likes going up in the air. And $500,000 for it, but then they'll take and throw in a dumpster because they think their stuff's worth something, you know. But I've got some good deals off of marketplace. Some stuff that I could buy, that used stuff that I couldn't afford. I mean, that I've got. Couldn't afford to buy the brand new one. I mean, got lots of them. I mean, I got this cherry picker off. I got valve grinder off. I got my blade sharpener that I'm still working on. My other sharpener that I've been trying to get stones for that I forgot the stones. And then a nice sander, and I go on and on about stuff I got off of marketplace for half the price, and a quarter price that he'd buy it, you know, he would. Alright, this is the generator, rigid generator that I picked up last year from a gentleman around the area. And and I don't have a whole lot of place to work on anything. So I use drums. So he's saying he put bearings in this thing. And remember the conversation? It was making some howling noises, probably the bearings, and so he tore it apart, put bearings in it. And when he had the cylinder off the top, he noticed that it had a nick in it, he said. And so here I am, trying to bring it back up to date, trying to get parts for it. Now I have a lot of rigid equipment, and I still think rigid's okay, but they have each company, not just rigid, a lot of companies will have somebody make them stuff. And this is an airless one, so whatever is in the air, some or other gets sucked up into the cylinder. Okay, so that's what usually happens. Was it just failure of the bearings because they are bad, or was it because something got sucked up in there? So, needless to say, it only pumps up to 60 pounds after running a while. Doesn't go all the way up. So yesterday, last week sometime, I found another donor over there. Right over there. That's the donor for parts. That one's in rough shape. I already showed a picture of it. This one seems to be better looking, I guess, if you're into looking. And so that one there hasn't had any bearings replaced or anything like that. So my option is to switch the cylinders off the top from that one to this guy, and then I can regain my compression I need, put the other one back together and keep it for parts, or post it back up on the internet for $30 or $25 or whatever, and have somebody else have it for parts. Or I can just throw it in my barn with all the rest of the mess, and at least I'll have another parts unit. What I need a compressor for is so, like, I've had projects where I'm out in the middle of the yard monkeying around with a car, and I need to take some bolt loose, and my electric impact doesn't have enough oomph to do it, and then I could use this. Well, then again, you're going to say, well, it's a super guy, you got no fitting, you got no air. I said, yeah, no. That is a problem, isn't it? Yeah, I got the little tiny generators, little jennies that won't run this, I don't think. It might though. It might kick in, it might cut out. But I need to do that on the other end. I need to get a couple different ways you can take this apart. I opted to do this. Just to take this plate out of the way, put the air hose on it, and move it out of the way. And I wasn't ready to have all my stuff here. I put some of it away yesterday, so I didn't have it here. So that don't help the situation out, does it? Huh? was gonna ratchet it all. Take 20 minutes to do this. And yeah, there's a screw here somewhere. You may see it. Anyways, get the air hose out of the road. Don't need that in the road, do I? Huh? And then I can buzz these other guys off here. The cylinder gaskets. Yep. That guy's apart. He said there was a lot of something going on in the top of the cylinder, and that's what caused the problem with it. And I never did check it. I didn't check it because I didn't check it. So now I'm trying to find this little screw here. And I can't see the... Alright, it's a little Allen wrench. I gotta take this little fan off right here. Get that little fan off. Get this piston off. Alright? Let's see if I can get the right Allen wrench. Holy guys, I got the right stuff. Alright, so that is a backwards thread. Got some or other I have already lost. The screw probably fell down the drum, because that's how it works for me. And another little Allen wrench on the side over here. And underneath here. Then I need to take off, so I'm going to replace this whole piston and bearing assembly. Yeah. So now I got to try to find that guy. Eh? And I got two of these, they both match, so I don't know which one's what. So I keep saying I'm gonna mark them so I know which one's what. But I still haven't did it. I'm sure this is not the set, but I'm not finding it. One's metric and one's not metric. Nope. Not in that set. They're all about the same size, I think. I didn't put them back the way I wanted to. Let me find the other wrench.